Being famous means that people recognize you wherever you go. Many movie stars are famous, so are politicians or even criminals. One can also be famous if one is the author of a best-selling novel. In Singapore, it is not that difficult to be famous because Singapore is such a small country. One way of becoming famous in Singapore is to join the annual Star Search contest and work as an actor or actress. I love to act and I hope I would be able to join Star Search when I am older. Perhaps I can be famous if I am good at acting and I become a star. However, you have to be quite good looking to be a star, so I might not be that famous if I am not that good looking. Another way that I can be famous would be to study very hard and be very good at my work so that I can be a scholar. Then, perhaps I could be sent overseas to study science, which is my favorite subject. I could also perhaps become a famous research scientist and come up with a breakthrough in science. For example, I would be very famous if I can come up with a cure for AIDS or cancer, or if I could invent a supercomputer or robot. The third way that I can be famous would be to do something adventurous like climbing Mount Everest or exploring the North or South Pole. I would need to work very hard to gather a team and to train very hard too. I would need to be very disciplined, determined and brave. I could also try to travel around the world on a bicycle. Besides gaining fame, it would be very interesting and I would be able to learn many things about other countries too. If I ever become famous, I would use my fame to help others who are in need. For example, I could help to raise funds for charities or to organize volunteer work. I also hope that my fame would inspire other young people to do their best in everything and to help others in any way. However, there are a few disadvantages in being famous. One disadvantage is that you would lose your privacy and you would get stared at wherever you go. I do not think I really want to be so famous that I get followed by the press or by my fans, like some movie stars. So, being famous might make life easier for me in some ways, but it could be harder in many other ways too.